Hi everyone. Welcome to our channel, where every day is a new step toward a better, stronger you. Here, we dive into powerful tips, inspiring stories, and practical advice to help you grow, unlock your full potential, and live a happier, more fulfilling life. So, if you're ready to invest in yourself and take on new challenges with confidence, join us daily. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon to stay updated. Together, let's make each day count and become the best version of ourselves. Embracing responsibility, a gentle reminder to be proactive. Have you ever sat quietly and thought about the little things in life, the tasks we avoid, the moments we delay, and the opportunities we let slip by? I often find myself wondering why we hesitate. Why we wait for some magical push to get started. Maybe it's fear. Or perhaps it's the comfort of staying still. But what if we could change that? Let's talk about being proactive, not in the strict, checklist-driven way you might have heard before, but in a gentle, compassionate way that speaks to your heart. It's about taking small, deliberate steps toward the life you want and the person you want to become. A quiet strength in every step. Being proactive doesn't mean doing everything at once or becoming the busiest person in the room. It's about finding strength in the small, intentional actions we take every day. It's waking up and deciding to make the bed. Not because someone will notice, but because it feels good to start the day with a sense of order. It's choosing to send that overdue message to a friend. Not because they've asked, but because you care. It's noticing the dishes piling up in the sink and taking a moment to wash them, not because you have to, but because you want to create a space that feels peaceful and inviting. Each of these acts might seem small, almost trivial, but together, they create a rhythm, a quiet, purposeful cadence that brings a sense of calm and control to our lives. The beauty of ownership. When we take responsibility for our lives, something magical happens. We start to feel more grounded, more connected to the world around us. Suddenly, life feels less like a series of random events and more like a story we are actively writing. I've learned this lesson the hard way. There were times when I let responsibilities pile up, convincing myself that I'll do it later. But later rarely came. And the weight of procrastination only grew heavier. It wasn't until I started taking small steps, washing that single dish, replying to that one email, that I began to feel lighter. Owning our tasks, no matter how small, is like planting seeds. At first, you might not notice much change. But over time, those seeds grow into something beautiful, a life filled with intention and care. The gentle art of planning. There's a saying I love, a goal without a plan is just a wish. It reminds me of the times I've dreamed of doing something meaningful, learning a new skill, writing a book, or simply spending more time with loved ones, only to let those dreams slip away because I didn't take that first step. Planning doesn't have to be rigid or overwhelming. Start with something simple. Maybe tonight, you jot down 3 things you'd like to accomplish tomorrow. They don't have to be grand, perhaps it's watering your plants, calling your mom, or organizing a corner of your room. When tomorrow comes, choose one of those tasks and do it with care. Don't rush. Don't strive for perfection. Just take that small step, knowing that each one brings you closer to the life you're envisioning. Finding joy in the process. I think we often fall into the trap of focusing too much on the outcome, on finishing the project, crossing the item off the list, or reaching the goal. But what if we shifted our focus to the process instead? There's a quiet joy in simply showing up for yourself. Imagine sitting at your desk. The soft hum of music in the background. And a warm cup of tea by your side as you work on something meaningful. Or picture yourself tidying up your space. Sunlight streaming through the windows. Feeling a sense of peace as everything falls into place. Being proactive isn't about rushing to the finish line. It's about savoring the moments along the way. Knowing that each one is part of a larger journey. Letting go of perfection. One of the biggest hurdles to proactivity is the fear of not doing things perfectly. We hesitate. We overthink. And sometimes, we don't act at all because we're worried it won't be good enough. But here's the thing, perfection is a myth. Life isn't about getting everything right, it's about showing up. Trying your best. And being okay with the results. Whatever they may be. The next time you feel paralyzed by the fear of imperfection, remind yourself that progress matters more than perfection. Take that first step. Even if it feels small or messy. You'll be surprised at how far you can go once you get started. A kind word to yourself. As you embrace the practice of being proactive, don't forget to be kind to yourself. There will be days when you slip up. When you don't accomplish as much as you hoped. Or when you feel too tired to try. And that's okay. On those days, remind yourself that you're human. And that every effort, no matter how small, is a step forward. Speak to yourself with the same compassion you would offer a dear friend. A proactive heart. At its core, being proactive isn't just about tasks and responsibilities, it's about living with a sense of purpose and care. It's about showing up for yourself and for others. Creating a life that feels meaningful and true to who you are. So, take a moment today to breathe deeply and reflect. What's one small thing you can do to bring a bit more intention into your life? Maybe it's setting aside time to journal. Cooking a meal with love. Or simply sitting quietly with your thoughts. Whatever it is, do it with a proactive heart. Do it not because you have to, but because you choose to. And as you weave these small, purposeful actions into your days, you'll find that life becomes not just something you live, but something you truly create.